Hello there. Angela Merkel has come out of hiding and backed calls for even further integration within the European Union. The German Chancellor, who had been a little quiet of late after her party took a bit of a beating during the recent elections, has come out and said she is committed to further EU integration. During the second day of the EU summit, she said that now is the time for structural reforms and the further promotion of the bloc's economic and monetary union. This comes as her Christian Democrat Party is in talks with the Social Democrats led by Martin Schulz to form a coalition government in Germany. Martin Schulz has already made it very clear recently that he is an advocate of further EU integration, wanting to see the formation of a United States of Europe by 2025, with any state not wishing to join being unceremoniously thrown out of the EU. So with Merkel also wading in, it is obvious what Germany's position is with regard to forming an EU superstate. Now we have Jean-Claude Juncker, the President of the EU Commission, Antonio Tajani, the President of the EU Parliament, the two German leaders, and Emmanuel Macron, the President of France, all singing from the same hymn sheet. The smaller states in the bloc may moan and try and veto at first, but they will succumb in the end. The veiled threats have been made. And do I hear a peep about this from our Remain crowd or the media? No. Have any of them said that this would be a step too far, or even that they are reconsidering their position on remaining in the EU because of those ever louder calls for all EU states to supplicate themselves before an EU superstate? Once again, no. And the reason is that the majority of MPs, civil servants, peers and the press all want this grand EU plan to come together with the UK as a part of it. This is something that they have been quietly working on for the past few decades. They were so close to achieving it and would have used a Remain vote in last year's referendum to quickly seal the deal, and the UK as an entity would have been lost forever. The UK's sensible Brexit vote came not a moment too soon, but the battle for our survival as an independent sovereign nation still rages, with those we gave the job of delivering Brexit to being implacably opposed to it at every level. Every time a Remain politician opens their mouth to say that they respect the will of the people and will deliver Brexit, you can feel the words "but" and "however" hanging heavily in the air as they speak. The people of the UK lend Parliament their sovereignty for it to be used for the benefit of the people of the UK. Over the last 40 or so years, those politicians have misused that sovereignty to dismantle the machinery of the UK state and rebuild it in Brussels, without ever letting on that that was really what they were up to. Last year the people cottoned on and demanded that their sovereignty be returned to them and instructed Parliament to achieve just that. But we still have Remain-minded people at all levels within the UK state machine who are intent on continuing to transfer the power to the EU. Perversely now claiming that we the people gave them the sovereignty to fight Brexit legislation at every turn. I say no. We lent MPs our sovereignty to stop our country being kept under the thrall of a non-UK power. Those Remain politicians who talk so freely about parliamentary sovereignty today are the same ones that did not give a hoot about it when most of our laws were made in another country. As every day passes, it becomes clearer and clearer that our politicians are not arguing about Brexit or how to deliver it. They are arguing about how deeply we can remain entrenched in the EU system without the UK public kicking up too much of a fuss. And you need no further proof of that than Theresa May being applauded by the other EU leaders for her achievements so far in the talks. If it survives the internal tensions, the EU will become the United States of Europe. That destination is now absolutely obvious, especially to our informed politicians. Therefore, as far as I am concerned, anyone still campaigning against Brexit or trying to frustrate it is a believer in the UK being totally assimilated into the United States of Europe. There can be no other reason. What do you think? Please leave a comment below. Thank you. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.